So this was recommended to me by my good buddy Squirrel at Halix Squirrel and the other side of Squirrel. I've just been, I've been integrating some music back into the channel. We got some Blink 182, some Mike Shinoda. This right here, we got Kasey Chambers, Lose Yourself, live at Civic Theater, Newcastle AU. I'm guessing, I don't know what AU is, but Newcastle. I'm guessing that's over in England. Lose Yourself, Eminem cover. Now, this is something that I like Eminem. And somebody doing a cover on the thumbnail. She's got a banjo, which to me is very intriguing because Eminem and banjos don't go together. Unless you're talking about like the M&Ms you get from the store, you eat them before you play the banjo. Something of that nature. But yeah, that's. I'm interested. I'm interested. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? And for those of you who haven't taken watching my music reactions before, I do pause. I do give commentary, and that is to number one, so I don't forget because I lose stuff like that. And number two, also for be honest with you, for reaction purposes, unless you give a good summarization and thoughts at the end of a video, too many people just watch throughout and then be like, "Oh yeah, I like that. That's really good. Thanks for watching." That's not reaction material whatsoever. Neither is just oohing and awing during it. So yeah, so I do cut and stop quite a bit. So that's just a forewarning. So let's see what she's got. Very dark, very grainy, at least so far. Very much looks like the camera work on this. I have a feeling they've applied some, not so much some filters, but just at least probably took. There's a couple different cameras and a couple different styles that they did with the recording from. If I had to venture a guess, but it gives it a very old time look. And with the banjo being, an older instrument, something that you associate with folk music or bluegrass, um, kind of fits.
Well, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti, and he's nervous. But on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd rose so loud.
Real quick before she gets into the next bit of notes, very, very. It's not so much as a slow start because it's not. Lose Yourself. The beginning of it isn't with the cadence of the flow that Eminem has. It's not exactly. It's not a slow start. It's more mid tempo, right? It's a mid tempo. Uh, you know, knees weak, arms heavy, vomit on the sweater already. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous, but he keeps. So but he. So it's very much a mid tempo. This is very much slowed down, and with the instrumental, just a little bit of soft picking, and it looks like she's not using the finger picking, right? It's not using that type of style. It looks like she's using the actual pick on the banjo itself. So very much it's a different start, that's for sure. It's a different take on it to begin with.
What he wrote down, the whole crowd rose
Okay, no,
so
no, no. It
loud.
is finger pick. I see the
He
the
opens
thumb
his
and
mouth, but the words won't come out, and he's choking now. Everybody's choking now, and the clock's run out. Time's up. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes.
I love that pause. It's a very much that pause right there. Oh, but that oh, there goes. Very much. It's almost like a pause between what the opening is to the next set, the next idea, or the next portion of it. Again, this is so much. This is so different from Eminem's version, but I like the tone that she's taken with this, and I like the. It's just yeah, it's neat.
Gravity, oh, there goes rabbit, he's choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No, he won't have it. He knows his hope backs to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that he's broke, he's stagnant. He knows when he goes back to his mobile home, it's back to the lab again. Oh, this old rhapsody, better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass him. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let
it's also it's got a sorrowful tone to the song, right? She's turned it into something completely different. Like there's very much a sorrowful, even as she's singing about better lose yourself in the moment, own it. Like very wow. That's that's not a direction you would expect somebody to take with something like this. Just the whole thing up to this point. Oh, oh, I'm so intrigued.
moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a life.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. Let's just real quick, that guitar that comes in right there, that sounds absolutely, and it gives it a whole nother dimension, a whole nother layer of depth to it. Oh, oh, I'm in love. I'm loving this so far because it's such a unique take. It's such a unique take. There's a sorrow to it, like a sorrow in her voice as she's singing this is almost what it sounds like. It's very earnest, right? It's a very earnest sound in her voice. Oh, oh, but that guitar that comes in, it just adds such a beautiful, like another layer.
The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking, and make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom is close to postmortem. He only grows harder, he only grows harder, he blows. It's all over these holes, is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as a globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows. He's grown farther from home, he's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter, but hold your nose, 'cause here goes the cold water. His O's don't want him no more. He's gold product, they moved on to the next smoke flows. He knows dove and sonata. So the soap opera is told and unfolds. I suppose it's so, partner, but the beat goes on. Ba-da-dum-da-dum.
Bro. What? Bro, what the fuck have you got me watching, homie? Holy shit, this is amazing. Bro, that earnestness in her voice, it gives it a different, bro, because you think back to the original, right? And like you could feel what Eminem's rapping about in it because he not only does he take you from the aspect of trying to make it, but once you've made it, you know, talking about the sold out shows, he's known as a globe trotter. It just, and trying to fit the time with family and stuff like that. His daughter barely knows him. Bro, the intensity that he brought to that is matched by just the mournful earnestness within her voice, and you take and buttress that with the banjo, and it's soft, intimate tones that she's brought forth through it, juxtaposed against now this guitar that's been brought in. And it's very much the guitar, the tone and the sound of the guitar is something that you would hear almost like outlaw type country, right? Or 60s style country. So deep, deep, bassy, but also it gives it that some credence to that mournful tone and earnestness that's within her voice as she goes through this. Oh my God, this is awesome. Oh my God, this is awesome.
Partner, but the beat goes on. Ba-da-dum-da-dum. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it, but I never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes.
We see, okay, so we got more musicians getting started. Oh, she's got to pick. Wait, do what? Yo, really? Bro, almost sounds like it's got a heavier sound to like the band as soon as they come in. Like you she took that pick out of her fret, right? She took a pick out of the top of that fret as you seen somebody in the background getting the instrument on. The first guy that's playing guitar, the tone and sound of that guitar is very much, it's more of a country, like deep country tone, like you'd hear, like I said, like the outlaw country, right? But then the band comes in and it's not, I was not expect, oh. A slide guitar? Oh, the electric guitar with that slide guitar and the heavy drums and that bass, like it's such a mixed, like it's, oh man. Like you get some of the rockabilly stuff that has some of the sounds, but it's almost, it's a little bit, um, it's heavier, right? But it still sounds, oh, dude, this is, I absolutely love the fusion of sounds in this. Not only the song selection to cover, right? Oh, bro, this is heavy, but it's got a heavier, it's not like heavy metal. It's, it's a little bit heavier than butt rock, but it's not heavy metal, but it's got that country undertone to it. And then you add in, bro, the song selection itself, and just, oh, this is so different. It's so freaking cool, man. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Got like a southern rock sound to it.
No more games, I'ma change what you call rage. Tear this motherfucking roof off like two dogs caged. And I was playing in the beginning,
Bro.
and the mood all changed. Well, I've been chewed up and spit out and booed off stage, but I can't rhyme and I never write the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All this pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9.
How do you go from soft and intimate and mournful and just a sorrowful tone to fucking badass at the flip of a fucking switch, yo? Oh my God, this is, mind blowing. This is so good. Oh my God, because number one, you don't expect anybody that's doing a cover of Eminem to take and start off with a banjo. And the way it just starts off so slow. And she's just absolutely slickly as possible flipped the script from this mournful, like earnest sound in her voice to almost like pissed off and determined. Bro, that is such, I think she might take and get the actual feeling across better in this than almost parts of Eminem with this song, the original. And not only that, Southern rock. It's a southern, very much a Southern rock sound, like you'd have heard from Leonard Skinner, but a little bit updated. That's bro, this is killer. This is absolutely killer. Bro, she is killing this. What? Oh my God.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot. Tonight is your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot. Tonight is your chance to blow. This opportunity comes.
And her voice, dude, her voice is killer. Absolutely killer. What? That right there, that whoo at the end right here is just. Bruh, bruh. Woo, woo, woo. That was mind blowing. Absolute. That was killer. She murdered this song. She made this her own. It's a cover, but whenever you do a cover of a song and you bring an entirely new influence and sound to it, to where it's unrecognizable from the original past the lyrics, it's yours, right? It becomes something entirely new. I, Normally, you see people cover something and you get a little change here or there. Maybe you get a small stylistic, flavoring to it. This was entirely, and the way she started it off is just so tender, right? Just her and the banjo, and it's very very tender finger picking on it, and she goes from that and her vocally, right, and it's just her on the stage with the light on her, right? So it's very, not only does it have an intimate sound, she's got a very mournful voice to it, very sorrowful voice almost, but very earnest within that vocal also. So you get a very intimate feel to the entire experience to begin with. And then the other guitar comes in. And she's still, that earnestness is there. And I think that guitar, just her and the other person on the guitar playing, at the very beginning. I think this whole cover, the way it was done, is an absolute stroke of genius because number one, the sound of that guitar took and give a a layer of depth, not only to the instrumentation that she's doing, but the finger picking, but also the instrument of her voice. It give another layer, and then the guy takes and harmonizes with her there, and then you see her. We get about halfway through, and then we see her take that one pick out of the fret, put it in her hand, and at the same time you see somebody else putting on. It's like putting on an instrument. We see some other people in the sides, in the afterwash of the light, just barely here and there in the background, and then the whole band comes in, and the entire sound of it changes. The entire her vocals go from this mournful earnestness to this almost pissed off determination, right? And you get that through her vocals in and of itself, and then you take and add in the angry playing that's being done not only by her and the angry movements. Like the whole production of this was. I've got to look at more of her stuff now, just off of this one song. And how can you not? How can you not? How can you not? That's artistry. That's pure artistry right there, to take and arrange something that is known and it's a standard and it's iconic, and to turn it on its head and subvert people's expectations of what they're going to hear. And she fucking masterfully done that shit. Absolutely masterful. Absolutely love this. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Squirrel, thank you so much for the recommendation on this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves.